When Rohingya refugees arrived in India and Bangladesh, many didn't know their story. People called them threats, invaders, burdens. But who are they really? And why were they forced to flee? The Rohingya are a Muslim ethnic minority from Myanmar's Rakhine state. For generations, they lived there, working, farming, practicing their faith. But in 1982, a law stripped them of citizenship. Overnight, they became stateless. No ID, no passport, no legal identity. When military violence erupted in 2017, it wasn't just war, it was an organized campaign of rape, arson, and mass killing. UN investigators later called it a textbook case of genocide. More than 1.1 million Rohingya live in refugee camps in Bangladesh, mostly in Cox's Bazar, the largest refugee settlement in the world. India hosts a smaller number, around 40,000, often facing detention, deportation, or political hostility. But why did this begin? Why did Myanmar's own military target an entire ethnic group? There are 5 main reasons. The Rohingya were already stateless. In 1982, Myanmar passed a law that stripped them of citizenship. They were no longer legally part of the country they had lived in for generations. No papers, no rights, no protection. Religious and ethnic nationalism. Extremist Buddhist groups and politicians spread fear, claiming that the Muslim Rohingya were foreigners or a demographic threat. This created deep public resentment and allowed violence to be framed as protection. A small armed attack became the excuse. In August 2017, a group called ARSA attacked police posts. The military called it terrorism and launched a clearance operation. But it wasn't just militants they cleared. They attacked entire villages, civilians, women, and children. Rakhine has strategic importance. The region sits on key Chinese pipeline routes and is rich in natural resources. Removing the Rohingya made room for military expansion and infrastructure. The Myanmar army has a long history of using ethnic violence to assert control. The Rohingya, isolated, stateless, and demonized, became the easiest target. This wasn't random violence. It was organized, systematic, and calculated. And it worked, because the world didn't stop it. India has not signed the 1951 Refugee Convention. So Rohingya here are often seen as illegal migrants. They live in fear of detention and deportation, even if they fled genocide. Bangladesh, despite its own challenges, has sheltered over 1 million Rohingya. But now, funding is shrinking, and patience is wearing thin. Humanitarian aid dropped, education access is declining, mental health issues are rising. If we believe in justice, here's what needs to happen. Repeal Myanmar's 1982 citizenship law. Allow safe, voluntary return under UN supervision. Try military leaders at the ICC. Give Rohingya political representation. Provide interim rights, education, and safety in host countries. Justice isn't just about punishing crimes. It's about rebuilding lives and restoring rights. Hit like, subscribe, we'll keep uncovering the stories behind the silence. This is ControlAltWorld, and this is how power really works.